If you're watching this video, I really hope you're wearing your stretchy pants because things are about to get carried away. Today, we are celebrating International Donut Day, and it's not just with tasty donut recipes. I'm actually doing a collaboration with one of my favorite YouTubers, Yolanda from How to Cake It. This woman is one of the most talented women on YouTube, and her cakes are unbelievable. So today I'm going to show you 5 outrageous ways to get more donuts into your diet, and Yolanda over on her channel is going to show you her amazing, unbelievable donut cakes that are right over the top. First up on today's donut extravaganza, I've got a food trend that has completely taken the internet by storm: donut chips. Now, when I first saw this online, it was one of those things I ran into my kitchen to try for myself, and you really have to taste it to believe it. All you need to do is take a glazed donut, cut it in half, grill it in a panini press for 1 minute, remove it from the press and allow it to cool, and what you end up with are crunchy, delicious donut chips that can be decorated any way you like. And just in case that wasn't indulgent enough for you, you can actually take your donut chips and turn them into donut nachos. In this case, I actually did it with some donut holes that I cut in half, and then I topped my donut chips with some strawberries, some chocolate sauce, some whipped cream, and of course, some sprinkles for good measure. Because I care. Next up in our ode to donuts is a nod to the world's greatest donut lover, Homer Simpson. And I call these my donut pops. Right? I know you get it. So we're going to get started by whipping up a nice pink glaze for our donuts. So I've got some icing sugar, and to that I'm just going to add a little bit of cream and some red food coloring. I'm gonna mix this all together until it's nice and thick and glazy, which is actually an adjective now, I've decided. And then it's time to dip my mini donuts into my glaze. To help our sticks stay in place, I'm going to use just a little more glaze, and then I'm going to finish these off with a generous sprinkling of sprinkles. Homer would totally approve. Next up, I've got a slightly more sophisticated dish I'm calling Donut Masu. And it's basically just tiramisu, but with donuts. For this yummy dish, I'm getting started by mixing some espresso powder with some sugar and some boiling water. I'm going to whisk that until both the espresso powder and the sugar have dissolved completely, and then I'm going to set that aside to cool. In the meantime, I am going to make some whipped cream, and it's really as simple as adding some whipping cream to the bowl of my stand mixer and whipping it up until it forms stiff peaks. Next up, it's over to the stove where I've got a double boiler simmering away. I'm starting with 6 egg yolks, and to that I'm going to add some sugar, and then I'm going to whisk this all together for 10 minutes. That's right, 10 minutes. And what you'll see is that your mixture will start to thicken up and turn a really pale yellow. Now that our mixture is ready, we can remove it from the heat and whisk in our mascarpone cheese. If you can't find it at the store, not a problem, just use some cream cheese or some ricotta cheese instead. You're gonna whisk that until it's nice and smooth, and then you are going to gently fold in all of that lovely whipped cream. Now it's time to bring it all together. I've got some plain donut holes, and I'm simply going to dip them in my espresso mixture for about 10 seconds so they absorb all of that yummy coffee flavor, and then I'm going to transfer them to a dish. I'm going to layer the donut holes with the filling, and then I'm going to repeat that step, and then I'm going to finish it off with a good sprinkling of cocoa powder. How decadent does that look? And if you're looking for something to wash it all down with, I highly recommend my coffee and donut milkshake. I actually made this milkshake a few years ago on the channel, and it's become one of our most popular recipes, so I thought it was worth a reprise in honor of International Donut Day. Really, it's just a matter of combining some milk, some coffee-flavored ice cream, and some donuts in a blender. And then all you need to do is blend that all up, top it with some whipped cream, a little sprinkle of cinnamon, and another donut for good measure. Because we're there, well, why not take it right over the top? And last, but certainly not least, I'm going to show you my favorite way to enjoy a donut. It's a donut ice cream sandwich. and all you need to do is take a donut of your choosing, cut that bad boy in half, pop it into the freezer for 20 minutes or so to make it a little easier to work with. Then you just add a scoop of your favorite ice cream, top it with the other half of the donut, squish it all together, and then enjoy it with a beautiful special guest, like Yolanda from How to Cake It. Hi. Hi, Yolanda.
Hi, how are you?
I'm excellent. This is my first time ever actually having another YouTube creator in my kitchen.
Really?
Yes.
I'm so honored.
I'm very excited to have you here. So this is the moment of truth. Okay. These are a little outrageous. 1, 2, 3. Holy smoke. That's no joke. You probably don't need to have more than one of these. I'm just gonna put that one out there.
But you could. You really could.
Do I have chocolate all over my face?
No. No, you're good.
Sometimes one must save me from myself. Well, I lick my fingers. Do you want to tell them what you're doing over on your channel in honor of International Donut Day?
First of all, I don't know why International Donut Day isn't every day of the year.
Right? It could be.
I have no idea.
We
But
can make that.
on my channel, I made giant donut cakes that were as big as my face. I used my favorite flavors for inspiration, so I did like a lemon meringue pie donut and a carnival donut with caramel corn and cotton candy and rock candy. What else did I do?
One of my favorite combinations, pretzel, peanut butter,
Yes.
chocolate. So I'm sure I don't need to tell you guys, you need to head over and check out Yolanda's amazing donut cake video. In addition to that, we have a bonus video for you. We did a donut taste test challenge.
Yes.
And it was delicious.
It was delicious and fun.
I haven't been able to wear real pants since. It's been stretchy pants
We're
all the way.
Waist up, right? Okay, good.
Guys, be sure to check out all of the yummy deliciousness in this collaboration. And if you try any of these outrageous recipes, please tweet us, Snapchat us, Instagram us a photo, because we would love to see what you're coming up with in your kitchens. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, because there's lots more donut deliciousness where this came from. Cheers.
Cheers.
Delicious. I'm gonna need like some broccoli out when I'm done. It's gonna be real. We're gonna need some green juice and some broccoli.